People spend anywhere from $1,100 to up to $4,000 for one of those green ceramic egg smokers. So I wanted to see if I could build one for under $65. And this is what I came up with. Woohoo! Okay, so let me show you how to make it. The first thing we need is our 2 pots. This is a 14-inch pot, and I'm going to leave links to everything that I'm using in the description below. What I've done with this pot is I put a little piece of felt on the top of it, and this is going to be the top going on here. And I want to put a piece of felt here so number 1, it doesn't chip, and number 2, the smoke won't go through it. So I'm using this thing. This is called a grill casting. You start by peeling off the back. Now it might not be perfectly round, it might be a little jagged here and there, but remember, this is a DIY and I'm doing it facing you. So I'll speed it up for the rest of this.
Perfect.
See that? So this is going to fit like this here. Now this is a 14-inch pan, and this one is actually 14.5-inch because I haven't been able to find one that exactly fits it. And you have to ignore the noise. They're actually doing construction next door. So even though the top's a little bit bigger, probably about a 1/4 inch bigger, it still does fit on real well. But so it doesn't fall off, later on after the video I'm going to take some of these things here. They're just little metal strips I get at Home Depot, very pliable, and what I'm going to do is screw it on here, bend it so it goes that way and goes up. So it'll be sticking up about this high. So this way I'll be able to put it inside and it'll hold it. There's no way it's going to fall off. Now for picking up the lid and taking it off, we want to have a handle. Look how fast that goes in. Don't push it too high, this way it's not going to chip on the inside. See that? That was there. And then we picked a great day for doing it. It's about 98 degrees outside right now. Let's see if this fit. Look at that, perfect. Kind of sounds like a bell, doesn't it?
I was gonna say
Dinner time, children, come on in. Scratching the dickens out of that thing. So let me go ahead and tighten this up and we'll get back to you. Recording. Well, listen to that. Either they're building a house on the other side or we have drones attacking. Let's just hope it's a house. So now I got the handle on. I have it far enough away from the hole so even if air's coming up, it's not going to hurt me. Now the next part is we're going to put a temperature gauge in. Let's say it's going to go, I'd say right about here. How's that look? So, need to make a little mark with that so I know exactly where I want to put it.
Wait a minute. I think you're going to look better if you put it aligned with the, no?
Exactly.
With the hand?
Temperature here, and we're going to put it right in the middle so it looks even.
Yeah.
Right about there. So let me make a mark. Is that about even right there?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. And hopefully I got that right where I wanted it. Yeah. So I take that and oops.
Drop it.
And I drop it. If there's an accident to be had, I'll find it. You know that. Take 2. Without dropping it. Let's see, how does that supposed to be upside right? Okay. So I'm going to put that right in the hole. Okay, and then on this side, on the underside, it has a hole on here, this thing here.
Yeah.
And I hope, I've never used one of these, but I think I got to bend it to get on there. Come on. Get in the hole, get in there.
You got it.
And it acts almost like its own washer. You put it like that there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So now, is that about right? Made in the USA. There we go. So that goes like that. by golly, it's starting to look like a smoker already, isn't it? Now, on the inside, let's talk about the actual stove itself. We'll put this here for now. On the inside, what we're going to do is, there's a big hole in the bottom. There's a worm. Finger, okay. There's a hole, so I'm going to take my 8-inch pan, this is aluminum foil baking dish, and put it right down the bottom. And it's a little bit off in measurements, so I push it right down, and we have a hornet flying around me. I guess he doesn't like me disrupting his home. So there we, and that will also catch the drippings when I'm cooking. Okay, so there's that. And on top of that, I'm going to have this rack to go in, which is going to go kind of like that. And that's where the charcoal is going to go. Now I found one like this that I had purchased, and it was like for $25. And I said, you know, this is DIY. It needs to be cheap. So I went to the local Goodwill and found this here thing, which is made out of metal, and it actually stainless steel. And they charged me $1 for it. So we're keeping the cost pretty. I have an aluminum foil thing. I have a dollar rack, so that's going to go in there. But underneath this, I need to have ventilation. So what I'm going to do this is put this down here so I can see where the ventilation has to be, so air can come in underneath. And now what I'm going to do is take a bigger one, just so I don't have too much air coming in constantly. I actually went out and purchased these. What is the mystery item? Are you ready? Corks. So I'm going to trim them down so they actually fit into the hole, and I can take them out as needed. So I'm going to go ahead and make 3 holes going around down on the bottom here. There's one. Two. There. So now you can see the holes on the inside. Okay, you can see there's 1, 2, and the third one's down there. And I can actually cut these down and put them in that way. Not too far in, because we don't want them to burn. And then this is going to go on top of this. And then the only other thing we need is a rack. Now, like I said, this is a 14-inch, so I got a 12-inch rack, and it seemed to fit in there perfectly. But you want to check. Actually, 12.5 inches would have been better. And this rack came with these little things coming out the end, and when I tried to bend it, they snapped off. But it's still stainless steel, and it goes right in there. And you can see where that looks great. So now I have this, you put that on there. We're almost finished, one thing left. If I did it like this, I would be melting my table. Of course, I'm going to put it on bricks or on metal before I light it up, but I want to put it on something to elevate it a bit, especially because we have that hole on the bottom. So they have things called ceramic feet. However, mine are more footish than most of them. Let me show you how mine look. Okay, they're actually feet. Isn't that cool? I'll put this up here, and there we go, the full unit. So let's go ahead and zoom in and see what we got. Look at those feet. Aren't they amazing? So in the comments below, please let me know if you think I should have Raluca paint the nails, or if that would take away from the macho-ness of my unit. Isn't that great?
That is a nifty little toy.
And I'm also going to put some more ventilation holes in the top as well that I can cover up. I want to show you another option, okay? This hole on the top, all right? If you don't want to do like I did, I actually put that bracket going across the bottom. You can put washers on the bottom as well and leave that hole open. And what I've seen some people do is take a piece of aluminum foil, like this here, so you don't burn your hand. And what they've done is they fold it like this. Let's see. Kind of like make a little square, make it nicer than this, and put it on top. And then you just take the thermometer, and rather than drilling the cover, put it right through here. So you would be making a hole going right through the aluminum foil like that. So your thermometer would be going right in the hole, whoops, like that. And you would put it there. This way, the heat's going to stay down. You'll be able to lift this up and you'll be able to see the temperature of your thermometer there. And you're still going to have other ventilation holes elsewhere anyways. So it gives you another option. Isn't this cool? I love this thing. Alright, so we're pretty much done. I'm going to do the finishing touches and then we're going to cook something on it. Make sure it works. Okay, here's the end product. I just finished making it. And you can see I have corks down on the bottom and on the top. I made some ventilation holes. And actually the corks didn't work, so I just took some wood and I sanded it down so they fit. And I put some braces on the side. You can see between the two, so it will hold the top on and not slip off whether it's windy or lopsided. I put a little piece of tin foil on the top and I molded it to fit in that hole, and I think it looks great. So let's go ahead and look around the back. Don't you just love those feet? And over here, oh, what's that? Raluca, did you paint the nails? Well, hey, we gotta have fun with it, right? Okay, it's cooking time. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is take off the lid and put this right over here. We're going to take out the grill and we need to get the fire started. So to do that, I'm going to use some of this matchlight charcoal. Put those in here. Oh, they're kind of dirty, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop some in. Okay. And to start them, I'm going to use a couple fire starters. And let's see. Put one in each corner right here. Probably a couple more. Now I'm using a tray that has a side to help to keep a lot of the heat off the side of this, because it's important that it doesn't crack. Also, I want you all to know that I called the manufacturer of the pots to make sure that they didn't have any lead paint or any kind of dangerous glazes on there at all. Another thing that I didn't show you during the video was I added these clamps on here, so when I put the top on, it fits and it won't slide off at all. And also, I made these little plugs to go inside of the air holes. Let's see, there we go. So if I want a lot of oxygen, or I can plug them up, and there's two more on top of the cover. So all we need to do now is go ahead and start that up. And look at that, it's already going really well. I probably should have put this on first, right? I'll put it on once it's calmed down. It's a little bit too much to put on right now. This is firing up a lot more than I expected it would be. So fire safety is important. I have a fire blanket here, which I'm going to open, pull that out, and it's all set. And we also have our fire extinguisher, okay, which is explosive, so you don't want to get too close to the heat. Look at that. Now this was an exciting DIY for me because I have never used a smoker before. I've never cooked on a smoker before. This is the first time I use this one, so it's a true experiment for me. So I don't know if it's going to crack or if it's going to levitate and fly away. I have no idea what to expect from it, so we're learning together. This is why I didn't know how to, whether I should cover it or not. I also got some hickory smoke chips. Again, I've never used them before, but I understand if you put a few of them on the coals, it's going to make the food taste better, so let's find out. Another thing that we hear viewers asking a lot is, what about if it gets wet outside in the rain? Will it crack when it's wet? Well, I don't think it's very good for you to leave it outside in the rain, so once you're not using it, either cover it over with plastic or a tarp or something, or bring it in the house. Now, something really important that Raluca just brought to my attention that I want to bring up to you. Like I said, I'm used to using the gas grills all the time, and she did something that I don't usually do. It's kind of odd with us, which is reading instructions. And on the back of the instant light, it said to put them in a pile first, then to light it, and when they get mostly white over, then spread them out. So, and don't cover it until the flames have gone down. So we're learning all together. Isn't that great? So, probably kind of late to do that, but let's put some of these in a pile like it said. Ooh, this is putting off some heat. I put a few of the hickory chips in, and let's go ahead and close this thing up and see how it does. Look at that, how sturdy it is with those braces. So right now it's at 350, and it's going up. It was actually 300 because we had started it before we hit the recording. And you know, I got to get the grill on there. I probably should do that before we go too far.
I don't want the meat to stick to it.
Burning my eyelids again. Well, Luca's got the food because she doesn't trust me cooking. I wonder why. Another thing for sanitation is that aluminum cake pan at the bottom, because I figured you could just take that and throw it away. I got like, I think 4 or 5 of them for $4, $4.50 from Walmart.
Yeah, a lot of them, yeah.
It was an 8-inch one. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Woohoo! This is so cool. I never made a barbecue grill before.
Out of flower pots.
Should I flip this over or let it?
Yeah, flip it over.
How do you like your meat? You want it still mooing? Bloody? I see right now one of the adjustments, we're going to have to put probably a couple screws underneath here, which is no problem, just to hold the grill really steady. Okay, just to show you my beautiful plate, we're going to do the unveiling. And by the way, this is not sponsored, but it should be. Hint, hint, hint. All right, let's see what we got here. Is it still mooing? Yeah. These are done lightly. Folks, like I said, I'm not a real big barbecue person, but this smells good. Look at that. Okay, you want to keep the steak in there for a while? All right.
The steak and burgers did not take very long to cook, by the way. And the steak came out almost like a medium.
So as a result of this experiment, I have to say it was a complete success, and it came out better than I expected. It looks great, it was easy to build, and it only cost $62.50. Woohoo! If you have any suggestions on how I could improve it, or even a future project that you'd like to see, let me know in the comments below. And with that, please subscribe and share this video with your friends. I really appreciate having you with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye now. I love this thing. Woohoo! Look at that. Looks like R2-D2, doesn't it?